GTI Roadster car in VR. Hello there everyone and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today we are driving a Volkswagen GTI Roadster concept car. We're driving it in the race of turbo sports cars. And we're driving it at the Dragon Trail seaside track. We're going to be doing 5 laps. We are one of 16 vehicles and we started with a rolling start. Now these 5 laps that we're doing, they're fairly lengthy, so they're going to take a little bit, but we're going to need the time because we got 15 vehicles to pass. Now it's nice when they slow right down on the corners like that, so you can kind of sneak by them, and we get rid of the slower vehicles quite easily. But as we get nearer the front of the pack, it's going to get tougher because the cars in the front are there for a reason. They go a little faster. And that's okay, because we are going to catch up to them sooner or later. In the meantime, we're going to race down the track here and enjoy the graphics as we can see the cruise ship out in the distance there with a chopper overhead. Oh, easy boys, keep it on the road. The graphics are fantastic. I love the chopper in the air above the track like that. It looks great as we're screaming through the seaside, I don't know, little village area, I suppose. There's some hotels or whatever, resorts, and some grandstands. And as we're coming through the little tunnel area here, we're almost already to the end of the first lap. So it doesn't take long to do these laps, even though they're a little bit longer, but you get so focused on the race itself and at the speed that we're driving that before you know it, a lap is done. So then we're down to 4 laps left to go. Now, this little red car here was blocking me in, and then he wanted to block the silver car in too, but he couldn't block either one of us in. We both ended up passing him. Now, it's okay. You're gonna pass a lot of these cars in the early part of the race real quick, but that's because they're the slower ones. The ones that are at the front of the pack are the hardest ones to pass because you got to catch up to them first, and they're a little ways ahead. Now, all we can do for strategy is just normal strategy is catch up to the guy in front of you, and then when they slow down around, especially around corners like this, see if you can sneak by them on the inside or on the outside of the track. In the meantime, you just keep going, put your pedal to the metal, and keep ripping by. But this track is one fantastic track. It's laid out so that you can really use the full width of the track when there's no other cars and really get the flow of the race going. But like I said, if you got to pass other vehicles on the track, then you can't always be driving the optimal track. So you got to wait till it gets a little thinner like this, and then you can snake back and forth from side to side and start to use the whole track to your best manner of driving, I suppose. As we're coming back through the little area here with the grandstand, that chopper is back up above the tracks again like it was before. Man, these graphics look just absolutely awesome. And this car, like I said, when you don't have vehicles to pass and you can use the full width of the track, he just kind of flows. He's got really good traction, lots of power, but if you apply the power at the right time, there is no problems of spinning out or anything like that. So just be aware of that a little bit through the corners, slow down a little bit, speed up on the straight sections, and this car will operate beautifully for you. As we're catching up to the next group of cars. Now I'm not sure how many more cars are left in front of me, but we're already on the 3rd lap. We got 3 cars in front of us for sure that we can see. So we got to get by these 2 here. Thankfully, around that same corner, they sure like to slow down around that corner. Boy, I tell you, that might come in handy for later on in the race. Now, we can only see 1 in front of us, but I don't think he is the lead car. I think there's at least 1 more in front of him. So we just got to keep ripping use the full width of the track, like I said, and catch up to him, and then wait for your opportunity to get by him. As we're coming down to the seaside area again, I saw a car in front of him there. I was ripping through. Now, he might be the lead car, the one up ahead, but we got to get by this guy first. And when they go at this kind of speed and they use the full track and they go from side to side, it's really hard to pass them because there is no spot big enough, long enough to pass them until you get to right here. Now, we should have been closer behind him, but that's not going to make a difference because this car has got a lot of power. So we're going to be catching up to the next one here, and I do believe that that's the lead car. We're going to be caught up to him at the beginning of lap 4. Now, the plan was to try and pass him. Oh, well, you're not going to pass him here because he's too far ahead. We got to catch up to him first, and he is fast. He's hard to catch up to. So now is when we can employ that technique of rolling back from side to side across the track and see if that'll help us gain a few seconds on him. We're getting closer, but like I said before, at the speed that some of these guys travel, see, here's that corner where, no, not that corner, sorry. This corner right here, they usually slow right down. But if I would have been right behind him, I would have been able to get by him. But by the time I got to him, he was already around the corner and he's gone. So you can see how fast he's going, and I got it floored most of the time. So he's going to be a difficult one. And we had 2 laps, but we're going to have the opportunity to pass him. And the 4th one is quickly coming to a close. So as we come down to the bottom, all we can do here is try and stick as close to him as possible, and then when we go through the tunnel area at the end of the seaside section here, then maybe we can pass him in the tunnel area. So as we're coming ripping along here, but you got to be close behind him to be able to take him because he's too fast. Otherwise, by the time you catch up to him, the straight section will be gone. See right here. But look at him take off. Wow, this guy is as fast as we are. He's going to be difficult to beat. He's not going to be an easy one. And then we are already coming up to, he does like to slow down around the corners, okay? Here we coming up to the straight section by the flag, the end of the 4th lap, and we got it floored, but we cannot catch him. See, we got up to 250 kilometers an hour. It's only on the corners where he slows down. So we've only got one really good corner that, we almost had him there. We almost had him there. Now we've got one more good corner where we have an opportunity because we don't seem to be able to catch up to him on the straight sections. And our opportunity is coming up right here. We have to pass him here. Okay, now we got by him. Now remember though, he is fast, so you can see him in the rear view mirror, and he's not going to let us go, so he's going to keep pushing us, and we can't give up because he's only about a second or so behind us. And at that speed, we can't make any mistakes, but we also can't play it safe either. So we just do not have enough of a lead, and we've only got about half a lap left, because if he passes us now, we will not be able to catch back up to him again. Here we're coming around to the corner, and we got that old chopper back up in the air. As long as he doesn't come down on top of us, we're okay. There we go, back past the grandstand with the wind blowing in our hair. We're having a ball. This was an awesome race. I really love driving this car. It's really nice. I think we'd have to try and take him out one more time. Anyhow, I enjoyed this race, and I hope you did too. Hope to see you back here again real soon. And you've been racing with the Opafett.